going.
Salutations, respected viewers. This is George from Ireland. I'm on Richmond Hill in London. Behind me you see the house with the blue plaque, and that's where Celia Johnson was born, the renowned actress who entered this life in 1908 and exited it in 1982. That's when she left the stage for the last time, should put it like that, or the curtain came down on her acting career. So in the mid-20th century, she was one of the most celebrated actresses in this realm. And perhaps her most famous film was Brief Encounter, which came out in 1945. So the Second World War was drawing to a close, and people were bored rigid of the war, which is why in that film, even though it was set contemporarily in 1945, there are two soldiers got a walk-on part, and that's it. No other allusion to the war. People just wanted to be entertained. So in it, there's this bourgeois housewife, portrayed by Celia Johnson, who lives with her husband, who's almost satisfactory. He's a bit on the bland side. He moans somewhat. She's not exactly stimulated by him, but he's not bad. And on Thursday afternoon, she goes shopping and goes to the pictures, as they would say, going to the cinema. Of course, almost nobody had television back then. And as she's taking the railway station, taking the train home, when she bumps into this doctor, played by Trevor Howard. He's also married, and so she's got two children. This doctor's married, he's got children as well. He's about to be sent to Africa, they don't specify which country. And she begins meeting this man more regularly on her Thursday afternoon trips to the Flickers, and their friendship grows into a romance. And they both feel terribly guilty about this. They snog once, that's as far as it goes. And she's thinking, do I do it? Do I cross the Rubicon? Should I leave my husband, try to take my children with me, get divorced, marry this man, break up his family as well, try and stay with him? And because she's not exactly happy with her husband, but it's tolerable. She's not unhappy with him either, but she says, no, don't be so foolish. You can't afford to be so hot-headed. I have a lot. I've got to be grateful for having a decent husband, having my two splendid children. Don't jeopardize all that. You could gamble this and lose everything. So she decides not to in the end, and that is Brief Encounter. Well worth seeing. It's a straightforward story. Perhaps I've spoiled the plotline for you, with some very credible acting by both sides. So because 1940s acting could be a bit stagey, because they were used to acting in the theatre and not on film, and just too obviously acted, too melodramatic, speaking too fast in those clipped tones. But this is one of the more watchable black and white films from that era. So that is Celia Johnson.